Yeah, I had the umbrella in my car, man. I just forgot to bring that shit, but it's all right.
Yep.
We all good.
How you doing, man?
All right, so Salakia, meaning forgive us for the interruption. There was a lot going on back at the other spot. Had the police roll up. They ain't do nothing, but we didn't feel comfortable standing right there next to him. And then the Lord made it rain even heavier, so he got us away from that. So Kawada, call line, how about I sit down shot for that? All right, so now we in this spot, so now we're just gonna finish it up right here. And then Lord willing, next week, everything gonna be situated, all right? But I know we was in the other spot, we was going into how, these legs, it's pretty much it was gonna begin the kingdom of heaven, all right? And this is why we out here, once again, to warn you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to repent, to turn back to the ways of the Lord, all right? So you go ahead and get Isaiah 58:1.
Isaiah 58.
Yeah, that's the whole purpose of us coming out here, man, is to preach, to bring out the word of the How About Shimmy Our Shot, all right? And the only way that we can understand this is we come out here and give it to you freely, like we said earlier, all right? You got to return back to the Lord by following his ways. If you don't do that, then ultimately the Lord is going to destroy you. That's just what it is. The Lord has favorite spirits. He has favorite people on the earth. He doesn't love everybody. All right?
Right. Isaiah 58:1.
Yep.
Cry loud, spare not, lift up their voice at the trumpet, and show my people their transgression in the house of Jacob their sins.
That's right. Cry aloud, spare not, show my people their transgressions. Meaning, we come out here and tell you what you're doing wrong. All right? Because there is a right and a wrong way when it comes to the Lord. That's why he has the first 5 books with the commandments, statutes, and laws, all right? But it goes beyond that as well. It goes all through the whole book. There's certain ways it's a certain way of life you have to live, man. You can't just live according to the way you want to do it, like this world pushes. Have it your way, BK.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that, man. You got to live according to the way the Lord said do it. So we out here, people going down the street, they smoke weed, they smoke cigarettes. We coming to the holiday season, we gonna bring it out. We gonna do this around Halloween, we gonna be like, stop celebrating that. When Thanksgiving come up, we gonna be like, stop celebrating that. When Christmas come up, we gonna come out here again, stop celebrating that. And we gonna keep saying it over and over again until what? Until the Lord takes us off of the streets.
Yeah.
As soon as that happens, some more of that.
Yeah, well, verse 2. Yet they seek me daily and delight to know my ways as a nation that does righteousness and forsaken not the obedience of their power. They ask of me the obedience of justice. They take delight in approaching to power. Not that much.
Yeah.
It's going to something else.
So pretty much, man, we come out here, you're supposed to be seeking them early, all right? You're supposed to be seeking the Lord early, meaning you're supposed to be seeking them while the prophets are out here, the brothers, all right? The different camps, the different people that's out here giving out the 100% truth, not bringing out doctrine according to the way that you want to bring it out. You got to bring it out correctly, man. So this is how you get the truth freely. You got to get it early. And the way that you get it early is by coming out and listening. Now, a lot of people gonna wake up differently. You may come across a camp, you may come across a video, but either way, the word is throughout the 4 corners of the earth now, so it's no excuse. There's no excuse, all right? You get Romans, I think 11:4.
Romans 11:4.
Yeah.
All right, I got it.
Is that 11?
Or which they say.
Oh, it's 11:7.
Okay.
But you can start at 5, though. You start at 5.
All right. Romans 11, verse 5.
Yep.
Even so then, at this present time, also there's a remnant according to the election of grace. And if by grace there is no more of work. In other words, grace is no more grace.
That's right. So right now we're under grace. This is why we say you're supposed to practice, rehearse the righteous acts, which is written in the book of Judges 5:11. It tells you to rehearse the righteous acts. It tells you to practice it. All right, we already know you're not going to get it perfect, but the thing is, you're supposed to show the Most High that you're at least trying. All right, and you're not going to be saved by your work. That's not going to happen, because then you have a lot of people out here who will brag and boast, and that's written. All right, And this is not a thing we're supposed to be bragging and boasting about how much work we do. It's about faith, man. Because when it comes down to it, that's the way you're going to get us out of here. Because when it gets real, like I said, when police officers and martial law and all of them actually start knocking down people's doors, and you start going to the stores and there's no food, what you going to do then? You're going to have faith, man. You're going to have faith that the Lord is going to take care of you, all right? So that's why I said only a remnant, a small portion of his people is going to make it. Because the majority of our people are going to run toward the enemy or they're going to be slaves before the Lord. You go ahead.
But if it be a work, then it is no more grace. Otherwise, work is no more work.
That's right. Work is no more work. Because if it was going to work, everybody should be dead right now, man. All of us. If it was going to actually following the law, all of us wouldn't even be living right now. The whole earth would just be straight up disintegrated. It'd be over with because nobody is following the law perfectly. Nobody is doing the work perfectly, man. All right? So this is why we're under grace. This is why we're still out here living to this day. To bring out this word.
What then? Israel had not attained which he had seeked for. But the election had obtained it, and the rest was blinded.
The rest were blinded, all right? So the Most High has his faithful spirits with his people right now, which is the elect. Ultimately, all of his people is going to come back in the kingdom of heaven, and every single one of us is going to live good as far as the nation of Israel is concerned. But 2/3 of his own people right now, they're not going to make it. He blinded them. And the reason why I want to bring that out, because like the brother was saying earlier, common sense should be common sense, but it's not. And the reason being because the Most High blinded. He blinded them, man. He didn't want them to understand it. Because you got to understand that everybody got to play a role. Somebody got to play 2/3, man. Somebody got to play the 1/3. Somebody got to play the end of this movie, all right? This is why I brought out my video a few days ago, man. You got to be thankful that the Most High calls you to this truth. You listen. Because he ain't have to do that. She said he could raise a stone to be a prophet, man. He don't need none of us. So now that we come into this understanding, we got to take advantage of it, man. And hopefully, Lord will be part of the elect. Some more to that.
Again, I'm saying. Verse 8, according as it is written, God had given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that should not see, and ears that should not hear upon this day.
All right, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear. The spirit of slumber. You know, that's out here. A lot of people always say, man, you out here asleep, right? Because the majority of the people are. They out here asleep, man. They're not woke, quote unquote. All right? They out here just doing whatever they want to do. You know, they like zombies, and that's exactly who you are in this world. You're the zombies, man. That's why you watch those horror movies. You see them walking all slow. They walk past, not paying attention to nothing. Yeah, that's you all. That's y'all, man. All right? That's why he said he gave you the eyes of slumber. You're not going to be able to see what's going on. But you receive the warning, man. Let me see if I can get that. You can, I think that's in Romans 2.
What's in Romans?
He says, without excuse.
Call that.
Yeah. Romans 1. Start at 17.
All right. Romans 1, verse 17. For therein is the righteousness of God revealed from faith to faith, as it is written, the just shall live by faith. For the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodly and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness.
That's right. See, the just shall live by faith. That's what's going to get you out of here. Living by faith. The just is the elect on this side, the first go around, all right? They're going to live by faith. And ultimately, the just are the Israelites because we're the ones that got the spirit to do right. That's why you see Jake doing certain things naturally. You'll see Jake disciplining their children. You'll see Jake cooking their food all the way through, so forth and so on, because naturally within their spirit, they know that this is what they're supposed to be doing. But of course, they've been seduced by the ways of this world. And I believe that's in the book of Proverbs. We ain't got to get that. But the scriptures tell you, you've been seduced by the ways of the wicked because we've been living here for too long. everything that you've been taught here has been a lie. The ways that they've been telling you, you've just been living off of it, you think it's okay, but it's not. You go ahead.
What you say? What scripture?
You keep going with that.
Verse 18, for the wrath of God revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness. Because they which may be known of God is manifest in them, for God hath shown it unto them.
Right. Go ahead.
For the invisible things of him for the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made.
Right.
Even his eternity, power, and Godhead, as that they are without excuse.
They are without excuse. All right. So everybody's not going to have an excuse within these last days. Everybody heard about this one way or another. All right. That's why everybody's getting mad over the new movie that's getting ready to come out next year, the Book of Clarence, because they revealing the people that was living in Rome, who's supposed to be the people of Israel, as dark-skinned people. And now you got people all over the comment boards and doing videos, doing TikTok videos and everything. Oh, this is blasphemy. This is this is that. Why would they do that? They getting mad and they hurt because the truth is coming out about who the people really are according to the scriptures. And then it's going to be without excuse to you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that don't listen, because the internet is flooded with the truth, man. You can't go anywhere without seeing it. Man, it's on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, or X. All of that, man. It's everywhere. But then, if you don't want to get on the internet, guess what? You still got to walk past us. You got to walk past these different camps. So there's no excuse. You go ahead.
Verse 21. But that when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, neither are they thankful, but become vain in their imagination, in their foolishness, in their foolish heart for darkness.
Right, became vain. So at the end of the day, a lot of people just influence and can't do it, man. That's just what it was. All right? Because that's what a lot of people do. They follow these repetition. All right? They follow these invisible gods. They follow these false idols, these false prophets. That's exactly what it is. They will rather, and then a lot of people, they follow themselves. They just be like, no, I don't want to be a part of Christianity. I don't want to be a part of the Israelites. I don't want to be part of none of that. They just go off what they want to go off of. And guess what? Most not gonna get you for that, man. All right? I think that's it, right? It might be more than that.
Oh, yeah, it is. I got this highlighted. And changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like the corruptible man, into the bird, and four-footed beast, and crawling thing. Wherefore God also gave them up into uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts.
That's right, because this world has changed the image of our Lord into all these different things, man. All right? Of course, you got Jesus. They painted him the wrong way. That's why you read the book of Job 9:24. It tells you that the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. All right? He's covering the faces of the judges thereof. He's over here whitewash all the saints, the Lord, the Most High, the angels. Then they got different other images that you can worship. All right? And then a lot of people, like I said, they worship themselves. And so the Most High was like, look, I'm going to give you over to an unclean spirit, showing you that there's no free will either. All right? He's like, look, I'm going to have you live according to the way I want you to live, because you're being wicked. So yeah, the Most High put the spirit upon certain people to be homosexual. The Most High put the spirit upon certain people to be drug dealers, murderers, so forth and so on. Satan worship. He did. And he's gonna kill him for it too. And there's nothing you can do about it, because this is his show. This is his movie, man. He can do whatever he want to do with it, all right? This is why we always say, fear the Most High, man. Because he orchestrates this whole thing, whether you like it or not. Go ahead.
To dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of God into a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen.
That's right. He changed the truth into a lie. And that's why we out here to bring out the correct truth, the 100% truth. All right? Because as we all know, everything that's been out here is a lie. There's literally people out here doing podcasts out of nowhere bringing out the truth about Caesar Borgia. So-called white people are bringing this out now, man. They over here understanding like that. This is actually not the Lord. Doing podcasts and they understand that Caesar Borgia was a dude that slept with his own family members. All right, he was part of the alphabet, like all of that, man. And they like, wait, this is the actual dude that actually posed for the image of Jesus Christ. They start to understand that this is not the truth. This is a what? This is a lie. It's a lie. And like we said earlier, it should be easy to understand that. 1, 2, 3. We read the book of Revelation. What it say? You know, let's get that real quick. Revelation 1 and 1. But sometimes, like the elders and the brothers be saying, sometimes you got to go back to the basics, man. Because a lot of these basics go over y'all heads a lot these days, man. Yeah.
Showed on martial art movie. You gotta stick to the basics.
Right.
That's the basics is the foundation. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And people forget that shit too.
Yeah.
This is Revelation 1 and 1.
Yep.
The revelation of the Lord Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servant things which must shortly come to pass, and he sent and signaled by his angel unto his servant John.
That's right. So he said this is the revelation that he's going to serve to his servant, to show it to his servant. What does revelation mean? The word revelation means reveal. So what's getting ready to happen is he's getting ready to reveal what the Lord actually looked like in this chapter. You jump down to the point.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 13. In the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like upon the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with the golden girdle. His hair was white like wool, and white as snow, and his eye was a flame of fire.
His hair was white like wool, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. All right. First of all, it's not that easy. So it's easy to understand. When you see the image of Jesus, his hair is not like wool, and it's not white. It's brown and long. And that's another thing. The scriptures tell you that it's a shame for a man to have long hair. That dude's hair goes all the way down here, man. All the way down here. That's going on. All right? And it's the complete opposite. It's not, you went to kindergarten, preschool, you know the difference between brown and white. It's a difference. It's not that hard to understand, man. He said his eyes are as a flame of fire. All right? Whether we want to believe it or not, the Lord, he got down with that wine, man. But the reason being is because he had to deal with his people. The Lord got aggravated and angry and upset every single day too. All right? This is why he's coming back with that sword. Because a lot of you all back in your past life, you're the one that actually made it so he could go and find that cross. Like it says in the book, it says, put the blood upon our hands. That's what the majority of our people said back then. And guess what? You are back here today. So you might have to pay for that, man. But we can get back to the point. You go ahead.
And his feet unto the fine brass, as it were burnt in the furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters.
That's right. Feet as if fine brass that was burned in the furnace. If you burn anything, what color does it change? It turns black. So the Lord was a very, very dark-skinned man. All right. And it said brass. What's the color of brass? It's brown. All right. And what else? Like.
All right. Verse 16. He had in his right hand 7 stars, and out of his mouth went a sharp 2-edged sword. And his consciousness was as the sun shining in his strength.
That's right, man. He's going to come back with a great aura. All right. He's going to come back in his glory. This is why he's going to come back on the largest chariot, which is the so-called UFO of all time. All right, like the apostle been bringing out, it's going to be a chariot so huge that the elect is going to get beamed up. It's one huge chariot. That one chariot is going to fit millions of Israelites in it, man, the elect. All right?
Get a precept to that.
Okay. So that's what's going to happen, man. All right, so he's coming back with that sword. He's not coming back to give out hugs. He's not coming back to give you a handshake. He's not coming back with a smile on his face. He's coming back with a sword. And what you do with a sword? You slay people with it. Go ahead.
Daniel chapter 7, verse 9. I beheld till the thrones was cast down, and the ancient of days did sit.
Ancient days, like it. That's the Most High, all right? Go ahead.
His garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wood, and the drum was like the fury of fire, and his wheels as burning fire.
All right, the wheels that's burning fire, the UFOs, all right? That's what it says in the book of Ezekiel, the first chapter. When you read it, it says the wheel as if the spin in the wheel. When you Google UFO, if you look at the images, that's what it looks like. They always show it round, just like they showed in the Simpsons cartoons, different other shows, when they show the UFOs. It's always in circles, and then you see the other circle in the middle of it. And you always see them get beamed up in the middle of that circle, all right? And that's how the Lord is coming back. But he's going to come back on a larger chariot, all right? Because he's coming back on top of that to beam up his elect. But that's how the Lord is coming back in his glory with the chariot. All right, you're going to see millions of chariots, thousands of chariots out here. They're going to reveal themselves. Because the government literally, what was that, like a month or two ago? They can't hide it no more now. They're like, there isn't such thing as UFOs. Because they keep showing themselves now, man. Sooner or later, it's going to get to the point where they're going to go full blown. They're going to start making moves as soon as Jacob's trouble begins, man. And that's what we're coming into. We can get that too. You should do the book of Daniel. You put it on chapter 12.
Yes, sir.
Because a lot of things is going to happen before they reveal themselves fully. All right? Because judgment got to be brought out, and then the elect has to be tried. All right?
All right, this is Daniel chapter 12, verse 1.
Yep.
And at the time should Michael stand up, the great prince would stand for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such that never was since there was a nation, even to that same time.
That's right, a time of trouble ever since there was since that same time. Meaning, we're coming into a time where it's going to be the worst time in human history. All right? We always say this is going to be worse than slavery. This is going to be worse than anything that our people ever been through. All right? Because this is the last time that the Most High is going to usher out his angels on the left-hand side to get rid of all of this wickedness that's in the earth, man.
That's
so
right.
the Most High is going to unleash. He's going to be like, all right, this is it. Go ahead. It's like we read in the book of Revelation, chapter 7. Even though they're speaking about the nuclear destruction, but you can still tie that in with Jacob's trouble. Because a lot of destruction, a lot of chaos, war, race riots, so forth and so on is going to go down, man. A time like never before. You go ahead.
Such that never was there since was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, their people should be delivered, everyone that should be found written in the book.
Yeah.
And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to everlasting, and some to shame and everlasting content.
That's right. So there's going to be a lot of us that's going to make it. We're going to be woken up to everlasting life, because some of us may have to die, but it's true. But we don't have a problem with that, because we already know what the scriptures say. The scriptures tell us that the ones that die for the truth, they're going to be the first ones to make it. They're going to be the first ones to be resurrected and beamed up in the chariot, the so-called UFO. And sometimes I'll always say, I'll be like, truthfully, that may be the route you want to go. Because you won't have to deal with running from the nuclear destruction and so forth and so on. Sometimes you just might be like, man, just go ahead and chop my head off. Let me die in the name of the Lord, man. But you got to see how it play out, because as scriptures say, it all comes down to faith anyway. But then you got 2/3 of our people who's going to wake up to shame and everlasting contempt. Reason being is because they're going to come back in the kingdom of heaven. You're going to be the children to the elect, the ones that made it. You're going to come back, and you're going to realize where you were born at, and the Most High is going to have something play out where you're going to realize that, hey, we didn't make it. We were not part of the chosen. Your head going to be down, man. You're going to be walking around the kingdom, dragging your feet. You're going to be realizing where you at, who you are, the glory you could have had, you should have had.
Yeah,
all right?
You're going to come back, man, and you're gonna remember this day when you walk up and down the street, you just thinking about getting money or whatever chick you trying to smash or whatever, and you're like, man, I don't got time for this. They going to remember that. If they don't remember in the memory, but they going to remember in the spirit. That they walk past this street, they heard about this, man. They see the sign. They walk up and down the street every time we come out here. Yep. They see the 12 tribe sign. They see us reading the scriptures, telling that they're Israelite. They see it every time, man. And you notice I've been seeing the same people. You've been teaching there for like what? 15 years, man. 15 years with the same people up and down the street.
They know what it is. They know what it is, man. So it's like we read earlier, you ain't got no excuse. And then the Most High might actually show you what you did in your past life, because it's like, and we bring out how we gonna be able to see and judge Esau according to his wickedness, because we gonna be able to see what he did in all of these different lives, what he did right here in America, because we will have a way to judge it. So the Most High might actually reveal to you what you were doing when you come back. Like, damn, I was actually doing that. I was walking down the street like sexy red, no clothes on, talking about my booty hole brown and all that shit, man.
Yeah, they gonna be walking down. They gonna see themselves walking down the street like this. Israelites.
They gonna realize they're in the
And
kingdom
they
of heaven.
hanging out with the boys, man. Only talking to them, man. I asked them was there gonna be Josh in the kingdom of heaven. They called me something. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen, man. They gonna remember that.
Yep.
I remember that saying too, man.
Yep.
They're gonna be Josh in the kingdom of heaven, man.
Yeah, and that's good too, because it's somebody back in where I live at that's been bringing that up too. Like, man, I hope I have a good job in the kingdom of heaven. What type of heaven would that be when you still gotta wake up to alarm clocks and go work, man? Whenever you think about the word heaven, you think about peace, freedom, happiness, right? Ain't nobody happy when they gotta wake up and go to fucking work.
He's gonna be living in riches.
Yeah.
Like, you got a lot of these, especially these elite rich people, man, in this society, they work 4 hours a week. Can you imagine that? 4 hours. And that's just like writing papers and writing orders of what to do.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Sometimes a month.
Yeah. Cause just like he said, Esau, he don't work. He owns the earth, literally. All right. When you see all these different movies and everything, they act like they going to work, but they go to work and they sit right behind the desk. They put their feet up. They find that secretary, bring them the best champagne, and then they do whatever with the secretary. Then they go out. They be like, all right, I'm going to lunch. They go to the finest restaurant down the street. And then they'll be there for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Then they be like, you know what? I don't feel like dealing with this today. I'll postpone the meeting till tomorrow. They'll take their ass home. That's what heaven is. But the only difference is with us, we're not gonna work, man. All right. Let me get this since you bring it out, because you said all things. Bring this out real quick. So Revelation chapter 21, and outside of verse 4, and it says, and the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. One of the things that's former is working, man. Anything that brought you sorrow, that made you cry, death, all of that is not going to happen with us in the kingdom of heaven. He's going to wipe all of that away. And it says that he that sat upon the throne said, behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, right, for these words are true and faithful. These words are true and faithful. Once again, you got to have faith and believe that this is the truth. And it says, he said unto me, it is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give it to him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. His knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And it says, he that overcometh shall inherit all things. And I will be his God, and he shall be my son. So this is why we out here too. We can't lie and say we just out here just so, just because we believe that we Israelites, because we do. But at the same time, we think about the reward too. We want the spiritual power. We want all the gold. We want all the riches. We want the spoils. Because that's part of the reward too. All right? We wanted all of that. You ain't going to shout here in front. The Apostle Ramah literally put that out a while ago. He was like, think about the rewards, brother. Think about the rewards. That's to motivate you to get your ass out here, man. That's to motivate you to upload these videos. That's to motivate you to change your life. All right? And that's why you go to work every day, right? So you get some money. Where you work on your craft and try to be the best rapper or singer, so you get that record contract, right? It's the same thing we're here, through the spirit. We out here to bring out the word, because guess what? We want to be king. We want to sit on thrones, get the scepter, rule the earth. Only way we can do that, we got to prove our faith, man. The only way that we prove our faith is coming out here. The scriptures say, you get that Revelation 12:1. Romans 12:1. He said, come out here. We getting ready to read it. We got to come out here and put our bodies on the line, man.
Every day.
You know, this ain't something that a lot of people can do. When you really think about this, you got to come out here in the middle of everybody and tell people what they're doing wrong in a place where nobody don't even like order and instruction, man.
That's right. This is Romans chapter 12, verse 1.
Yep.
I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercy of God, that ye present your body a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable to God, which is your reasonable service.
Which is your reasonable service. Make your body a living sacrifice for the Most High, because this is your reasonable service. The Lord humbled himself. The Lord knew that he was the Lord. He literally said when things were starting to go down, he was like, don't you think I can't send 12 legions of angels down here to fuck all of y'all up right now? He already knew that he had the power to take over the earth right there and then. But he lowered himself to be a what? A servant. This is why this is our reasonable service to be out here, to bring out this word, whether people want to listen or not. But the point is, we get the blood over our hands, because we already know the Most High put His Spirit upon us to understand this truth. And if we don't bring out this truth, we worthy of death, man. Well, I ain't trying to die with y'all.
No, man.
I ain't trying to die with y'all.
Y'all want to die with Esau, man. Just like the what's that movie on Django? When you see his master die.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be like that.
Hell no. I ain't trying to go down, man. The Most High don't be playing around when it comes to these judgments, man. Literally, it says an article that came out about this lady who ate some uncooked or not all the way cooked tilapia. And literally, she got to the point where she had to have both her arms and both of her legs amputated. That's a messed up judgment, man. They said it almost got bad to the point where she died. And that's just eating a piece of fish. So let's imagine what the Lord is going to do when He allows people just to unleash on each other, man. That's why everybody always bring out that quote from the Batman movie with Joker. They're like, yeah, you know, these people supposed to be all civilized, right? But when the chips fall, these people gonna eat each other. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
That's what's exactly gonna happen.
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
They know. Yeah, they know.
Yeah, but like he said we supposed to make our body a living sacrifice. So we come out here and we stand here, man. This is work. We in the damn rain. We walking shit. We getting older, bad backs and shit. You know. Right. But at the same time, it says the one that endures to the end, the ones that's gonna be saved. So no matter what we going through, we're not going to complain about nothing. We're just going to come out here and do what we're told. Keep the spirit. Some more of that.
Verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the revealing of your mind, refinement of your mind, that ye may prove what is good, that is acceptable in perfect will of God.
That's right. So we're not being conformed to this world, meaning we came across into this truth. Now we understand what we're supposed to do. Now we got to stop doing the things of this world. We can't love the things of this world. The scriptures tell you to use the world, don't abuse it. Certain things you got to do, you just got to take care of, but you just don't do anything that's going against the Most High. All right? You know, it ain't no. If you want to go to a little party or whatever, ain't nothing wrong with that. But you ain't supposed to be going there. You already know it's going to be people around smoking, doing this, doing that. You ain't going to be a part of that. All right? You're going to be like, no, that's all you.
Even that's dangerous, man.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, there's been lots of videos, right? I think it was one video and they were playing like hide and seek, and they was just it's a guy that was live streaming, and they were playing hide and seek, right? And he didn't know that it was some people that were breaking in the house to rob him, and he up there think it was a gang, and they clapped him, they killed him, and some other people up in the joint.
Man. That's why, you know,
like those house parties, man. Yeah. I seen it growing up.
Yeah.
It's like what? 15, 16 years old, seeing a house party, it might, the bare minimal bad thing that's going to happen is a big ass fight. But a lot of times it's always be some shootout. Somebody coming in there shooting the place up.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you have. I remember a story that happened just like that. People having a party, and then next thing you know, Shake always get into it, man. And Jay get into it, and they don't fight. Like you said, they don't fight. They instantly put out the blinky, blah, blah, blah. And so, you know, shit, 4 or 5 people on the ground, everybody else running out of the crib. That's why, you know, that's why I said, you know, don't do a lot of things according to this world, man. A lot of people, you got to cut off. That could include your family or your friends, man, people that you are close to. Because they're in the world. They're going to do things according to what they think is fun, pleasing to them. You're going to be like, nah, I ain't going to be around y'all like that, man. Y'all living a very dangerous lifestyle. I'm trying to live. All right? So you can't be conformed to this world. And a lot of people definitely be conformed to this world when these holidays come up, man. Here it is. They gave you Juneteenth. Then you niggas out there going to celebrate that shit. And then you be like, yeah, we woke. This is for us, right? Then July 4th come up. You like, well, I might as well pull out the grill. Might as well pop some fireworks. It's a good time. And that's supposed to be the enemy day. What happened? And then the end of the year come around, they put all the lights up and all of y'all, so y'all can feel so jolly. And y'all be like, oh, it's for the kids. Man, like we always say, man, it's for them kids, man.
It's for them, like they say, they all just for the family get together, all just for the kids.
Yeah.
They're like, man, it's bullshit, man.
Bullshit. Bullshit, man.
Like, you can give your kids a PlayStation 5 any day of the year, but you have to do it on that day.
On that day.
Why it gotta be that day? Why couldn't it have been in the summertime? You know, why couldn't it have been like, why couldn't you do it on October when Spider-Man came out?
God, man. Any other day, just like when it came to Thanksgiving. You had any other day where you could have cooked all of that damn food and had your people over, but for some reason, you gotta wait until the day where the people know that this day is celebrating death. You're gonna make up your own excuse. You're gonna be like, man, you know, but this is a time where, you know, everybody got the day off. We all got different schedules now, so I know everybody gonna be off on this day, so we might as well get together on next day.
So I tell my family on, like, when they do Thanksgiving, like, give me the leftover whenever y'all have it. That'd be like about 3 to 3 days. That'd be 3 days worth of food for me. Y'all done, man. But I don't go over there because there's always some relatives that you don't like. It'd be somebody that we stalking. You know, they always stalk and shit. Like, hey, you still doing that bullshit and stuff, man? You know, you hanging out with your hot. You know, they say that, man. It's like, yeah, I'm still doing that. Yeah, I'm still hanging out with my hot box, okay? You know, they just stalking shit. It's just like, it's not meant for them to get it anyway.
Yep. That's funny, because that's what they used to say to me, too. Like, oh, yeah, you still being Moses, man. Still being like Moses. I'll be like, see, man? But, hey, that's bringing the scriptures, though. Scriptures tell you the last days there's going to become martyrs and scoffers. All right? So it is what it is, man.
Yeah, it's almost time for you.
So, at the end of the day, what is some more than that?
No, that's no more of that.
Okay. So at the end of the day, like I said, it says, do not be conformed to this world. So we out here to tell you, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to repent, come back to the ways of the Lord, which is Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, the true names of God and His Son, because the time is at hand, man. The kingdom of heaven is at hand, and Jacob's trouble is on the way. So we're going to end it with that. Lord willing, we'll be back out next week. So then we're going to say, Paul and Lion, Yahweh, by Shem, Yahweh Shai, by Shem, Yahweh Dash. Double honor to the apostles of the great millstone who taught us his truth. Honor to the brothers out there preaching his words to the four corners of the earth. And truth and sincerity. And shalom to you, Aqua, that's listening and learning. And Yahweh Ratazah will be back out next week. Shalom. God.
I'm one of the worst.